Hey guys, Emu Moon here. I thought it'd be interesting to see how the Advanced DCA tool performs up against some of the harshest conditions. These past few days in the past week, we've seen Luna, which was in the top 10 of all cryptocurrencies, experience a huge crash. Where we stand today on the 18th of May, we've gone from $120 down to $0.0001. Now that is a significant market shift. Which means if you had have invested $10,000 a few weeks ago in Luna, it would now be worth $0.0084. I'm not going to go too deeply into the reasons for this. You can find a lot more information about it online, but essentially Luna was closely tied to the stable coin, which was US Tether. What these two cryptocurrencies did was they complemented each other with a almost seesaw effect. Essentially, Luna would be used as a cash reserve to hold US Tether pegged to the dollar. So what that ended up providing was one cryptocurrency that was dead set stable and Luna which was free to fluctuate. So Luna would be minted into existence and Luna would also be burned from existence in order to maintain that one-to-one relationship where US Tether is pegged to the dollar, $1 for one US Tether. In the crypto market space, we've seen a lot of bearish movements, a lot of downward pressure over the past few weeks, few months. In order to maintain the peg on US Tether, Luna has been minted into existence in huge quantities. We've seen the amount of available Luna rise dramatically. As a result of this, the huge supply of Luna that's been created into existence has driven the price of Luna all the way down. As a result of that, it appears that Luna has lost its way. So yeah, we've seen some really harsh, really difficult trading situations for people running dollar cost average bots. I just want to show you how the Advanced DCA tool has performed during this. If I just plot this on the chart here, in our most recent movement, this one here, let's just take this, $88, even though we've already lost a significant amount, all the way down to 0.01. We've seen a market movement of negative 99%. Now, I'm going to tell you something crazy here. The Advanced DCA tool, even in this movement here, when making a long position, has managed to make a 3% profit. Now, how is that even possible? We went for an entry price from around $88 to a closing price of 0.00 plus, total movement of negative 99.6%, and the script still made a 3% profit. And let me show you, let me prove it to you. Let's just get rid of this for the moment, and let's throw up. Now the settings that I've used here, they're nothing fancy. They're pretty much as they come with the bot. The only things I really have changed here is I've increased the take profit value to 3%. I've also got the take profit strategy set as trailing, and it's based on the wick of a candle. And then we've also got, instead of 7 safety orders, I put in 10 here. All right, and that's it. And here we are. Now this is the performance of the bot. Over here, we're starting at the very far left over here. Pretty typical movements of a dollar cost averaging bot. So each of the green triangles represents an entry point. Our very first trade that we made is on our white line, which is our base order. Every green triangle that comes after our first one represents a dollar cost averaging. So we're trying to bring that average price of the deal down. Our average price is actually our orange line, and our take profit is our green line. And you'll notice that in these situations, our take profit can be much lower than our initial entry point. By bringing the average price down over time, it means that while we will still maintain a 3% take profit, it means that the actual, the current price of the cryptocurrency doesn't need to be nearly as high as our initial entry point. And our take profits are the purple points here. So you can see we place a base order on our white line. The price has moved downwards, upwards. We've not quite hit our take profit. We've come along. We've dropped below the dollar cost averaging line, our safety order line. And we've waited at this point until we found a good point of resistance, a good point of potential recovery. We then place a new order. Unfortunately, we've not hit our take profit, which is up here. And then we've fallen back through this line, waited for a good opportunity to buy. We've made a purchase. We've not hit our take profit again. This happens multiple times, and you can see just the placement of these safety orders is really in good opportune moments here. We've come all the way down. We've hit our fifth safety order now. We started with a value of $12. $12, $16, $23, $32, $46, and then we've actually come all the way up here and we've taken profit. Keep moving forward, base order, take profit, base order, take profit. We've come in, a couple of safety orders, and then really it's only when we get to this area here that this is some significant market movements. Again, we've come in, we put our base order here on $87. I place that here, and we've taken profit all the way down here, which is a negative 99% drop. And how has that happened? Let's have a look. Let's zoom in. Let's see if we can understand how this has happened. So here we are. We've got our first base order, which is on the 4th of May. So we've come in, we've placed the base order, the price has dropped, we've placed the safety order. It's brought our average price down a little bit. We've continued to drop, really sharp movements at this point. How big of a movement's this? 10%. Actually that's not too bad in the crypto market. Come along, safety order 2 is placed. Again, we've not seen any good significant points of resistance until we've gotten down here. Safety order 3, $23. Carry on moving. These dips are getting larger and larger at this point. So between our two safety orders now, we've seen a drop of 14%. I'm going to come along, drop through our line, wait for a good point of resistance. And this one, wow, look at this. So remember we was at $88. Where's our midpoint? So $40 here. So we're 50% deep into this. We've seen a 50% drop. There we go. So at this point, we've seen a 50% drop from our original base order over here. There we go. So 87 to 43. And still, we're only 5 safety orders in. Still seeing market movements down. Here we are, 7th safety order. You can see how our average line has been pulled all the way down. Look how tight these two are together at this point. Gonna have to adjust the scale. So far, we're actually seeing negative values on here. It's not even possible to get those. Anyway, 7th safety order's been placed. Now it's when we hit our 8th safety order, things really drastically change. So at this point we're at $90 on our entry point. Over here we're at 126, but look at the scale of it. Incredible. There we go. So things look a little bit more normal now on our scale. Again, we're not hitting our take profit. We're a little while away from it yet. We come along, 9th safety order, and you can see just off in the distance here, things are looking really nice. You're gonna have to pull the scale all the way up just to see some sort of normality here. Just see how much. There we are, 9th safety order, $177. We've climbed, we've climbed, we've climbed. Take profit, boom. And what is that? So here is our average price. So on the orange line here, that's our average price. Our green line is our take profit. And if we come along here, draw it, boom, 3%. Just that tiny little movement there, 3%. We've hit it. Take profit. We've actually taken profit on the candle of this wick here because we had trailing take profit turned on. So we had a little bit more than 3%. In fact, where would we have landed? It would have been the open price here. We would have actually made 9.56% on this trade. Incredible, absolutely incredible. Look at the state of the chart here. I mean, there you go. The beauties of having trailing take profit turned on with dynamic steps. There we go, negative 99.93%. Now, let's just see in contrast how traditional safety orders would have performed during this market condition. We set our start time over here. Where is our entry point? Let's just make sure that this is the same. So it's the 4th of May at 1930. We come along over here. We're going to go the 4th of May. 4th of May at 1930. Okay, and then we're going to set this to ASAP just so it starts the deal straight away. So we shouldn't see any real change in the graphic. Okay, here we are, all the way down here, negative 99%. Now, if we was to compare this, for example, we remove these from the chart, make it a little bit more user-friendly. We're going to come in here using the exact same settings, except we're going to change this to basic steps. And there you go. So your 8 safety orders in, come along. This is your average price over here. So your average price paid is $26. And look at that, look at the current price. And here we go. You've lost your entire investment. Doesn't matter how much money you put into this. $1, $100, $100,000. You've lost your entire investment. It's gone. Turn this one single setting on. And there you go. You made 10%. Incredible. Now, what I want to show you next is we've got the strategy tester. You can look at an overview of how these trades would have gone about. Let's put it all the way back again. And we're going to set this back to ASAP refined. I just want to show you the progress over time and how the script performs. Here we go. Now, if I pull this menu up here and make sure that I disable this button here. So as it stands currently, you can see the dollar price on each of these entry points. You can see that we've paid $12, $12, 16.8. Now, if I was to press this button and uncheck it, you'll see how much of the cryptocurrency you've purchased at each point. So just wait for a moment for it to refresh. And here you go. So we purchased 0.18 Luna at this point, purchased 0.128 Luna at this point. And I imagine all the way down here, we're probably buying a significant amount of Luna. Yeah, there you go. Safety order 9. We've placed an order of 1.5 million Luna. Is that correct? Looks like it. We placed an order of 1.5 million Luna versus over here, we was only placing orders of 0.13 Luna. So anyway, strategy tester. Let's bring this one up. So this is the performance of the script over time on Luna itself. We started out with an initial capital of $1,000. We can see a huge drop, like a drawdown here because of this market movement. And then once we've hit our take profit, bang, we're all the way up here. We currently stand at a net profit of $159. Whereas if you was to go into performance summary and look at buy and hold return, here we go, buy and hold, negative 100%. You've lost your entire investment. Admittedly, you have got a gross loss of $464, but your gross profit outperforms your gross loss, which means you end up with a net profit of $160 here. Again, we've had 248 trades in the time span that we're looking at. We're on a 15-minute time scale. 77% of all the trades that have been performed, which is 77% out of all of these, have been profitable. What does that mean? When dealing with TradingView, when you go on list of trades, you'll see each individual trade, and what that means is base order. Was the base order profitable? Chances are it's probably not if you've had to dollar cost average. Was safety order 2 profitable? Was safety order 3 profitable? In TradingView, it gives you more information. It looks at every single trade. Realistically, when you're dollar cost averaging, it's the sum of all of these. You're actually only interested in your average price. Have I sold at a price that is greater than my average price? If that's so, then you're in profit. If you've sold at a price that is less than your average price, then you've sold at a loss. Yeah. Amazing stuff to see how this script has performed during these really insane times. Really interesting stuff, really cool stuff. So if you like what you've seen in the video, and for those of you who are interested, I am publishing the Advanced DCA tool as private invite only. Now, disclosure, this is a paid strategy. Put a lot of effort and time into this strategy, an incredible amount of groundwork and expense has been had just to make sure that it functions as expected. I think creating strategies like this require a few things. You've got to have a good fundamental knowledge of trading. You've got to have understanding of how to write programs, not necessarily the language, but the fundamentals of writing code. And lastly, the ability to experiment with strategies. You've got to have that creativity to employ them into your programs. So all in, what we have here is a really powerful tool, not only to assist, but to fully manage your entry signals, your dollar cost averaging, your exit signals. Got a bunch of features that allow you to customize and come up with your own profitable strategies. You're able to choose different signal-based entry strategies. We've also got the ability to place dynamic safety orders that are tailored and are bespoke to the crypto that you're trading. We're able to enable break even for cryptocurrencies that become a little bit difficult to exit. And as a final countermeasure for volatile cryptocurrencies, if situations really go south, we have the ability to place stop losses beneath previous levels of support and resistance. Looking at the long term, probably not going to use the Buy Me a Coffee platform all that long, so do keep your eyes peeled and have a look in the description of the videos, see if the platform itself has changed with regards to getting your private invites. And last but not least, we do have some freebies and referrals down here. Obviously, we mentioned before, you will need a TradingView Pro account, you're going to need a free commons account, and you're going to need an exchange like Binance or FTX, for example. Here you can get $100. You've got a few free days of using Free Commons Pro, and again TradingView Pro, just so you can get those webhook URL alerts out there. You will need that one as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're excited as I am. Take care. Cheers. Bye.